Whoever does not study history will inevitably repeat it. Almost everyone is familiar with this famous remark. But how much history are you actually familiar with? You are aware of the fundamentals, yet even there is still much to learn. There are countless hours worth of fascinating facts here about a subject like history. Welcome to the Part of History channel, a place where you can learn about obscure aspects of world history. Enjoy your time with the show. Austria-Hungary was granted the right to invade Ottoman Bosnia and Herzegovina during the Congress of Berlin, which put an end to the Russo-Turkish War in 1878. A diplomatic crisis resulted from Austria-Hungary's annexation of the region 30 years later, which violated the terms of the Berlin Treaty and disrupted the delicate power dynamics in the Balkans. Oskar Podgoric, a military officer, was appointed as the region's governor, and Sarajevo was designated as the province's capital. Emperor Franz Joseph ordered Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the presumed heir to the Austro-Hungarian monarchy, to participate in military drills scheduled to take place in Bosnia in the summer of 1914. Following the drills, Ferdinand and his wife Sophie took a tour of Sarajevo on June 28. Along the path of Ferdinand's planned motorcade, 6 armed irredentists, 5 Bosnian Serbs and 1 Bosnian Muslim, led by Daniel Oili, were waiting. They wanted to liberate Bosnia from Austria-Hungarian colonial control and bring together all southern Slavs. Nedeljko Obrenović hurled a hand grenade towards Ferdinand's motorcade at 10:10 a.m., damaging the subsequent vehicle and injuring its occupants. Later that morning, Gavrilo Princip was able to shoot Franz Ferdinand and Sophie to death as they were traveling back to the hospital to see the injured. Princip and Obrenović tried taking cyanide, but it made them feel terrible. Both were detained. After the incident had occurred for 45 minutes, Princip started giving his narrative to interrogators. Based on the 2 assassins' interrogations, Podgoric telegraphed Vienna the following day to report that Princip and Obrenović had planned to kill the Archduke in Belgrade with the help of other people in order to collect bombs, revolvers, and money. Most of the conspirators were immediately apprehended by a police dragnet. While few mourned Franz Ferdinand personally, many officials claimed the heir to the throne's murder constituted an attack on Austria and ought to be retaliated against. This was especially true of Foreign Minister Leopold Berchtold, who had faith that it would succeed again after Serbia relented in response to his ultimatum in October 1913 on their occupation of northern Albania. Konrad von Hötzendorf, chief of the Austro-Hungarian General Staff, and other members of the war party saw it as an opportunity to eliminate Serbia's capacity to meddle in Bosnia. In addition, the Archduke, who had advocated for peace in earlier years, was no longer participating in the debates. The assassination and the ongoing unrest in the Balkans profoundly shocked the Austrian elite. Berchtold and Konrad discussed the best way to react to the events in Sarajevo between June 29 and July 1. As Konrad put it, if you have a poisonous adder at your heel, you stamp on its head, you don't wait for the bite. Konrad intended to declare war on Serbia as soon as possible. While Berchtold wanted to make sure that the public opinion was first prepared, he argued for swift mobilization against Serbia. On June 30, Berchtold proposed that they demand Serbia abolish anti-Austrian organizations and release some officials from their duties, but Konrad persisted in supporting the use of force. On July 1, Berchtold informed Konrad that Emperor Franz Joseph would wait for the findings of the criminal investigation, that East von Tisza, the Prime Minister of Hungary, was against going to war, and that Karl von Sturge, the Prime Minister of Austria, hoped the findings of the criminal investigation would offer a sound foundation for action. The war was backed by both Franz Joseph and Berchtold in Vienna, while Franz Joseph stressed that German backing was a requirement. Berchtold had since joined Konrad in his support of the war. Although Tisza disagreed, he rightly foresaw that a war with Serbia would lead to a conflict with Russia and ultimately a war throughout Europe. The war party believed that it was necessary to deal with Serbia before it grew to be too strong to be defeated militarily as a reactionary means of reviving the Habsburg monarchy and returning it to the energy and vitality of an imagined past. Conrad persisted in pushing for war but was concerned about Germany's stance. Berchtold responded that he planned to find out what Germany's position was. The letter that Berchtold used as the foundation for the document that would be used to enlist German support was his note from June 14, 1914, urging the annihilation of Serbia. Thank you for watching our video. Hopefully it will increase our knowledge about the history that exists in this world. Look forward to our next video. Thank you.